Hey, Algebra 1 kids, this is Dr. Callahan. How are you guys doing? Welcome to week 9 Tuesday of class. Go ahead and pause the video and get your 3 warm-up log done. Remember, your warm-up log is due on week 9 Friday, so it is going to be for this Friday. You should have 100 of the boxes completed. All right, so question number 2 asks you to draw a picture of a Christmas tree using square numbers. Now, if you remember, square numbers are like 9, which is 3 times 3, or 3 squared, which is 9. Or square root of 16, square root of 49, square root of 64. These are all square numbers. So this is like my tree in the green outline. And then you are supposed to decorate the inside with more square numbers. So then I have mine decorated right here with more square numbers. So you should have something similar to that. And then this is a question where asked to create a bar graph of the following data. So take a look at that. All right, so last time I saw you guys were supposed to do the Halloween thing. You should notice that it turned out to be a ghost with eyeballs and a mouth. And then your get to the point is actually a rabbit or a wabbit. And then you also have a little puppy dog right here. Okay, so today we're going to talk about histogram, frequency tables, and line plot. We're going to be doing a quizzes on histogram and dot plots. In addition, I want you guys to watch this video right here on organizing your data. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started. This is your guided notes. Make sure you guys turn on to week 9, Tuesday. We also have a new packet. So if you did not turn your packet on Monday or Friday of last week, this is what you missed out on. Your homework tonight is right here on scatter plots. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started right here. This is your guided notes. So this says the number of fingerprints and patterns with whorls, arches, and loops. Those are the different type of patterns on your finger. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so in Mrs. Ray's class, they recorded their fingerprint patterns. Which type of pattern do most students have in Mr. Ray's class? Here are your breakdowns. So this is really, really messy. If I want to go ahead and organize this so it looks better, you should really make a table to organize that data. And one way of doing that is just counting them. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look. How many whorls do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So under whorl, I will go ahead and put down 4. You're going to make a column for each of the fingerprint patterns. Now you count how many arches there are. And now count how many loops. For each fingerprint, make a tally mark in the appropriate columns. And I can see that there are 5 whorls. Oh, I missed one, just kidding. 6 arches and then 5 loops. Now let's try that one more time. So this is in Miss Gracie's class. You go ahead and organize this one. This is your table on your guided notes. And make sure you put in the tally marks. So most students in Miss Gracie's class have a whorl fingerprint. All right, so copy the highlighted part under number 2, under line plot. A line plot uses a number line of x's and other symbols to show frequency, or how many there are. So we're going to take a look at number 2. These are the number of students that collected tennis balls at a class. So let's make a line plot of this data. So I'm going to draw a number line. And then we're going to figure out how many tennis balls are there. So how many people collected 10 tennis balls? How many people collected 11 tennis balls? How many 14, 15, and 16? If you look at this, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. There are 1, 2, 3 11s, followed by 2 14s, 2 15s, and 1 16. Now go ahead and take a look at the second example here. These are the number of cans collected. So draw your axis on this new line. And you should have the tally that looks like this. Next one, under number 3, a frequency table tells the number of times an event, category, or groups occur, or basically something that occurs. So we're going to be right over here. So these are the number of times that people read in a class over the weekend, or pages, I should say. So if we're going to make a histogram, let's break down the pages between 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40. So how many people read between 1 and 10 pages? Well, I think there's 2 people. How many people read between 11 and 20 pages? 4. 1 person read 21 to 30 pages, and then 3 people read between 31 to 40 pages. So I want you guys to go ahead and do this part right here, the number of miles driven by a person on a Saturday. So you guys go ahead and create the 4 columns. And your answer should look something like this. All right, our last one is a histogram. A histogram is a bar graph that shows the number of data that something occurs within each interval. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the number of pages students read last week, just like the last one, but we're going to use it to make a histogram. So let's go ahead and fill all the bars, okay? 2 people read between 1 to 10 pages, 4 people read between 11 and 20, 1 person read between 21 and 30, and 3 people read between 31 and 40. Now I'm going to have you go ahead and use this table of the numbers of miles driven to go ahead and create a table on the same page. And your table should look something similar to mine. All right, so at this point, what I would like you to do is go ahead and get started on your assignment for today, which is this chart right here. So pause the video and start working on that. Okay, so if you would like to go over the answers with me, I have the answers right here. So let's go ahead and go over them. Take a look at the first part. Remember, first one doesn't have any correlations because you can't draw a straight line. Second one, you can draw a straight line. It's a negative slope, so it's a negative correlation. 3, you can draw a positive line, so it's a positive correlation. 4, the dots are kind of very, very close to that line, so it's a very strong positive correlation. And 5, it's a strong negative correlation. 6, no correlation. For number 7, you should go ahead and plot the number of hours slept with the students' test scores. And what you can see here is as you sleep more before the exams, your test score increases. The same thing with water consumption and temperature. As the temperature gets colder, you actually drink less water. Okay, tell me, is it a positive or negative correlation? Here are your answers. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.